Hey guys, Alina Popa with Wings of Strength, finally back in Puerto Rico for the Puerto Rico Pro. We've had 2 years where the show was not here. I think last year we had it in Bahamas, but here we are back in Puerto Rico. The number of the athletes were a little lower than what we're used to, and it reflected directly in a couple of divisions that usually have less competitors, women's bodybuilding and fitness in particular. I was personally a little disappointed to see only 3 competitors in a women's bodybuilding field, and it went to Rishana Boswell. Rishana was the best of the 3 competitors in the evening. Nice flow. She was a little smoother than I have seen her in the past. I think like about 2 years ago she was more conditioned in one of her shows, but with great details. Second place after her was Julia Fury from Switzerland. Julia had definitely more mass. She was very dense, a lot of size over Rishana, but she lacked conditioning this time. When I saw Julia last year in Tampa, where she got 4th, her condition was amazing. Her condition was spot on. This time she didn't really bring it. You could see it especially on her legs. At some points I had the feeling she was not even pressing hard enough on the legs. So definitely if Julia would have come in that shape, in that conditioning that we saw her last year, she would have been over Rishana, but because of that, and also because Rishana's flow, I feel in the proportions that they have right now is a little bit better. Julia has a little blockier waist, so she's posing that very good, but the flow is not the same. So because of, I think, of lack of conditioning, she got second. Third place was Erika Dankova, who got her pro card last year as Miss International. I do believe that Erika needs a lot of work overall, more size, more density, more conditioning, more of everything in order to reach the pro level that is required to be on the stage. So that's what we saw today on women's bodybuilding. Moving over to fitness, again, a disappointment, just 2 athletes. Tamara Van from Florida won this. She was more muscular than Kong Mu from China, who got second. More muscular with amazing quality and details on her legs. Great shape. She's just a little bit thicker in the waist, but she's got an excellent conditioning and absolutely amazing calves. Kong Mu, a great body flow. She was on a smaller side, a little bit softer. Her shape was very pretty, good conditioning and quality, and then her glute hem tie-in was also very visible. From a routine point of view, Tamara's was more energetic, more athletic routines, elements in it, more strength. I mean, she's been 6th last year at the Olympia, so obviously you can see that Olympian quality there. Kung Mu had a nice routine as well, more artistical, more in Kung Fu style, everything flowing and beautiful. It reminded me of the Asian martial arts. And I do see a great future for her ahead. Moving into figure, we had 8 competitors, and the division was won by Samantha Jering from Virginia. I really like Samantha's look. Very conditioned, great legs, with a nice open V-taper, a great back shot, and her presentation was just very beautiful. I think she's a very pretty, beautiful, and somewhat even sensual in her face expressions competitor. So, and beautiful delts, so all of that great flow and in a combination with her conditioning got her the first place that she deserves. She was an Olympian in 2020, and last year she got 5th at the Atlantic Coast Pro. Following her was Danielle Rose. Danielle had a good flow, but I had the feeling that she needs to um, get a little bit more size, I would say, more flow in the way her body is. She has great maturity and great side poses. She definitely deserved that second place. She got seventh just a few weeks ago in Toronto, and she was sixth both at Atlantic Coast and Hurricane in 2021. Going down, third place was Shanier Matisse Diaz, who has just a beautiful frame. She has a great flow with a smaller frame but an absolutely tiny waist, which makes her V-taper look even bigger, with good conditioning but not excessive. And I found her that compared to first and second place, she was a little watery on legs, but definitely her flow and her structure for the figure division is absolutely amazing. Moving over in 4 was Melissa Brodsky, very beautiful, very pretty young competitor. I like her look. I find that she needs to probably, when she's going to tie her waist in a little bit more, because she has a short torso, so tying in her waist is going to improve the flow of her body. She was a little bit soft on the glutes, but overall she had a good conditioning. She was third last year in Tampa and sixth in Savannah in 2021 as well. Great placing for her. Fifth place was Kim Clark, as well as sixth place Roberta Visentiner from Italy. So we had quite a lot of international competitors here. We had some Italians, some Spanish from Spain. There was a good combo of international athletes here in Puerto Rico. Moving over to bikini division. Bikini division was a little bit of a surprise for me. I have seen, I thought that Francesca Stoico would win this class. Also, by the way, the judges placed her, but at first place was won by Gabriela Mohamed. Gabriela was very beautiful flow, a great body, a very nice and tight glutes, but I found that from the front her abs were a little bit washed off. She didn't look as tight as Francesca, and also I thought that she needs a little bit more oil. Her skin was a little smoother and didn't reflect her quality as good, and I thought it's because of that. She didn't have enough color or enough oil to show off the details of her waist. So from my perspective, she was a little bit behind that. Gabriela she already did 5 shows this year. She got third in DC Pro, and Miami Muscle Beach she was fourth. So just a beautiful flow to her physique. Then Francesca Stoico was second. I really like Francesca's side pose. Everything flows beautiful from her lats into tying into her waist and glutes. She's just a wonderful poser. Francesca was had a very good glute tie-in, which I liked about it. And her legs are like a little bit on the smaller side, but it's bikini, so it's okay. Liana Martinez was third. Liana Martinez from New Jersey, and Liana has just a cute little flow, beautiful body. She has good quality and round glutes, but her tie-in was a little bit washed off, so it was not obvious as at the first and second place. On the fourth place was Jessica Miller from Florida. She got 6th at Optimum Classic this year. Jessica was in a great shape with a great glute tie-in. I liked the way her poses were flowing, nice back, Wonderful job there. Moving over to women's physique. Women's physique was one of my favorite classes. There were only like six girls in this division. Here we go. And then it was won by the Claudia Gabriela de Leon Pardo from Mexico. I think Claudia had the best physique that this day. She was in a great shape with a beautiful combo of flowing lines, proportions, and conditioning, and also extremely pretty. Her glutes were on point. Everything was great. Second place was won by Anne Gruber. Anne is already I think she's like a veteran of the division. I've seen her in quite a lot of shows in the last couple of years. She has a great flow, good quality, great muscle bellies. I think she needs a little bit more size and density on her legs to go even higher in the ranks, but definitely well-deserved place. And I feel like she could have a little fuller muscle bellies on her abs. That would definitely improve her quality even more. Third place was Tequila Redrick. She was the talk of the division, as she's definitely not in the right division. Her upper body, her shoulders, her arms, her traps, everything screams women's bodybuilding. So we actually talked to her, and she's going to move over. Hopefully we're going to see her at Atlanta Pro, trying the division there. But she's definitely a girl with a lot of muscles, a lot of dense muscles, and yeah, a big structure. So we're looking forward to see how she's going to place in the future as a bodybuilder. Fourth place was Maricel Cruz, with a pretty flow, and she does need a little bit more shape and size on the legs. Fifth place was Marianne von Gierke from Chile, with a cute look. Her waist needs to tie in a little tighter. And she also, I feel like she needs a little bit more density and thickness on her back, but overall a great flow. Moving over to wellness. It was a spectacular division as always. I truly find this division very, very appealing. There were 11 competitors. First place was won by Giselle Machado, who definitely deserved that. I really like Giselle's look. She already won the Muscle Beach Pro this year and Monterey Pro last year. But Giselle's look is really spectacular. I think she has a very pretty flow with great conditioning, great glute from the back. Her glute shot is it's amazing. She has a great glute tie-in, and she's just a beautiful, beautiful presentation. The side pose is very good. She definitely deserved to win this. It was actually between her and Jasmine Payne from Maryland. Jasmine already got third place at New York Pro and Clash of the Titans this year, as well as fourth in Pittsburgh Pro. But she, even if she was overall more muscular, her legs and her glutes were more muscular than Giselle's. She was lacking the final, the fine tuning, the details. In the end, she was a little on a softer side. So Giselle's conditioning definitely got over Jasmine's size, and she placed ahead. In third place, we had a newcomer. I think she just turned pro in Spain, in Europe, Narilde Garcia Stray from Spain. I really liked her quality. She had great conditioning, a great glute tie-in, but I feel that in order to be more competitive in this division, even if her front pose and side pose are beautiful and flowing perfect, she needs a little bit more quad sweep and more leg size to match her glutes. But obviously overall I think it's her pro debut, third place. It's quite a great final place. Sheila Martins was in fourth. She already got third in Pittsburgh this year and third at Maximum Muscle Beach this year. Sheila is very conditioned, big legs and glutes, doesn't surprise us, right? And great separation on legs, in particular her sweep. I really like that. 5th place went to Alejandra La Fonseca from Puerto Rico. She had a smaller upper body, which is of course praised for in this division, and she had great conditioning with a great glute shot from the back, and then just a beautiful competitor. Moving over to saying goodbye to you guys, because this was the last division. As we have seen, again, it was not a big number of competitors. The quality was good, though. It was beautiful to see all these gorgeous women coming up, these amazing athletes coming up in shape and qualifying for the Olympia. And we're going to be in Atlanta in 3 weeks, so catch us there on our next wrap-up of the female divisions.